The 2017 Warfield Invitational rolls on as we welcome you back inside of the Verizon Center in Washington, D.C. for Day 2 of the first round. As we take a look at the results from the first day of Round 1, 4 women have already punched their tickets into the round of 8. We find out who joins them here tonight. And here is the grid for Round 1, Day 2. Fresh faces and returning veterans all gathered here tonight for a chance to advance and gain one step closer to the Invitational Championship trophy. And for our first competitor of the night, that trophy might very well just be another trinket on a very extensive and expensive mantelpiece.
The following opening contest in the Warfield Invitational is scheduled for one fall. And approaching the ring, from London, England, representing Paragon, this is Tiffany, Queensbury.
The Duchess, charter member of Paragon, alumni of the EFED era, and looking tonight to possibly make this Warfield Invitational tournament just another bragging right that she can have in her career here within the Diamond Division. Paragon currently making power moves over the course of the past couple of weeks. I'll get into that in a bit more detail later on. But her opponent tonight in Round 1 will be looking to make some power moves of her own, so to speak. She's already made quite a first impression on these fans. We'll see if it continues.
And her opponent, from New Orleans, Louisiana, this is Abigail, Rooker.
Rooker, of course, with a very impressive showing on the XWA Live World Tour in a match against Sierra K, where we learned a whole lot about both of those ladies and what they bring to the dance. Abigail comes into this tournament a highly trained fighter and could quite possibly be the most all-around combatant on the entire grid. But of course, she stands in the ring tonight with another highly trained individual of a different right, a different discipline, and that's going to be an interesting interaction as both ladies warming up and the referee calls for the bell. Rooker with that smash mouth style, while Queensbury a much more refined, technically sound grappler. As they tie up, Queensbury applying a sidearm lock and now a hammer lock. And a little added pressure before shoving Rooker away. And showing off to this crowd, establishing that technical acumen of hers. Before they lock up once again. And I don't know how wise this is of a maneuver for Rooker to try to lock horns with a better grappler. But right now she seems to have things in an advantage and throws Queensbury over with an arm drag, and message sent. The more I see of Abigail Rooker, the more I am impressed by just how adaptable she is. We're going to have to see a little bit more, however, as right now Tiffany Queensbury shows off her flexibility with a stiff forearm and showing off once again, and oh, kick to the face in a second one, keeping Rooker down onto the mat. And that is the absolute worst place in the world that you want to be against the Duchess. But the absolute worst thing that she wants to do is try to outstrike the former amateur boxer Abigail Rooker. And now she's going to make Queensbury pay. Series of Muay Thai knees that sends Queensbury outside of the ring. And now Abigail, oh my goodness, not letting up at all on the pressure with a corkscrew plancha over the top. And now the action spilling out of the ring. Rooker with a bulldog right onto that padded floor. It might be padded, but it does not give that much. It will still hurt. And I'm pretty sure Queensbury can definitely attest to that. But right now, Queensbury fighting her way back into this match here. And now with Rooker against the barricade and oh, ramming her spine first onto the edge. That right there will pay some dividends later on in the match, I'll tell you that. Referee getting a little high in that count, but Queensbury with an elbow against the apron on Abigail. And now back into the ring with a slapping and a discus elbow right to the face. And now Queensbury, are you kidding me? This early in the match, she hits the coat of arms. And not hooking the leg, a lackadaisical cover, but not enough. Queensbury might have been a little too overconfident that would have been enough to put this match away. I don't think she's done her homework on Abigail Rooker, however. And that was a beautiful enziguri by the former bounty hunter from the Big Easy. Now Rooker with the Irish whip into the corner. And we know what this is. She's done this before. She calls it the nightfall. And these fans are squarely in the favor of Abigail Rooker, who will look to add a little more damage before she goes in for the kill. Hovering over Queensbury like a vulture there. And then delivering a beautiful Falcon Arrow. Now hooking the leg. 2. And Queensbury gets the shoulder up at 2.5. Rooker not too happy about that, but the match continues nonetheless. And now Abigail dragging Tiffany into the corner. And spinning her around into an exploder right against the turnbuckles. That is a vicious throw right there. And she follows up with a high elbow right to the cold black heart of the Duchess of Queensbury. She actually is the Duchess of Queensbury. That is her actual royal title. Believe it or not. But right now, she's in a world of trouble. Down on the mat, having a side headlock applied to her by Rooker here. Which once again may not be the smartest move by Abigail, trying to keep a mat wrestler like Queensbury on the mat. As is demonstrated right there as Tiffany pops up with a counter headlock and quickly regains the advantage. And now it's Queensbury who's got this thing on the ground. Just like that, in a matter of seconds, Tiffany Queensbury goes from being on the ground with a hold being applied on her to being the one applying a submission hold herself. That's just a testament to that European catch style that's become the staple of such superstars here in the XWA as Union King and Angelus Aurelius, to name a few. Queensbury being the resident practitioner within the Diamond Division, or one of them anyway, but a lot of good That technical acumen is going to serve you when you're taking punches and kicks to the face, followed by a German suplex. I tell you, when Abigail Rooker turns it on, she is hard to stop. But right now, she may be looking to turn the lights out. Meteor connects. 2, and no. Queensbury sneaking out of that pin, but she is at the worst for wear right now, and at the mercy of Abigail, perched on that second turnbuckle here. But no, Queensbury played possum, sidestepped the drop kick, and delivers a vicious single arm backbreaker. The Duchess displaying some veteran ring psychology. A little bait and switch on Rooker. And now she may be looking to capitalize here as Queensbury delivers the Royal Flush. And that one almost got a count of 3. The Duchess now hovering over Abigail Rooker, planning her next strategy of attack. Her compatriots Paragon, as I said earlier, have been quite busy over the past couple of weeks. Of course, Isis Diamante now sits as the #1 contender for the Diamond Championship. And the ringleader, Chanel, has brought back an old ally in the form of Jersey Red to the fold, who have seemingly targeted Tadako Togo, one half of the Diamond Tag Champions. So Paragon has been quite busy. And Queensbury tonight will look to add this Warfield Invitational to their overall body of work. And right now she is well on her way to doing that. That was a scintillating, high-angle German suplex from off the top turnbuckle. A long way down for Abigail Rooker. But Rooker fights back, and just like that, rocket kick. Out of nowhere, Abigail Rooker is so quick. She is sudden, but unable to score a pinfall even after that quick offensive barrage. But she has managed to regain the momentum in this match. And now Rooker with Queensbury on the defensive in the turnbuckle. And Abigail, applying pressure with the face wash. And another momentum shift. There's certainly been plenty of that over the course of this match, as Rooker delivers a second Meteora. Doesn't follow with a pin, however, instead opting to go back to the second rope. And she strikes out again, strike 2 in this match. Missing a senton. And Queensbury capitalizes with a second coat of arms. And now the Duchess, anticipating her next move, and delivers a regal cutter. And now Queensbury hooking the leg. 2, and no. Much to the chagrin of the Duchess, Rooker kicks out of the regal cutter. And even after all of this back and forth, the cockiness and pompous arrogance of Tiffany Queensbury still shines through as she moves in for a series of clotheslines and a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. And now Queensbury, once again, arrogant to a fault. Probably one of her biggest flaws. But of course, if she can score a pinfall off of this second Royal Flush, then what do I know? No, she's not going for a pinfall. Instead, she's setting Rooker up for a knee trembler. Shades of the legendary William Regal. And only a 2 count. Even still, the intestinal fortitude of Abigail Rooker on display here tonight. She has taken a lot of punishment, but she still comes back fighting. Sidestepping and following up with a drop kick. And now Rooker will look to pull something off here in the corner. Back elbow, followed by an enziguri. And now Abigail Rooker is fired up. She is calling out Queensbury, delivers a series of strikes, kick to the gut, across the ropes, and delivers another rocket kick. And these fans right now are feeling the intensity. This could be the beginning of the end. Bad seed down. And Abigail Rooker advances to the round of 8. Let's watch the replay here as both of these women play to their strengths. The versatility and adaptability of Abigail Rooker and the pinpoint precision and technical acumen of Tiffany Queensbury resulted in yet another back and forth war inside of the squared circle. And both women had their moments, but in the last moment, the one that counts, Abigail Rooker puts Queensbury away with bad seed down. And Abigail celebrating with this DC crowd. She came to do a job and she did it. And now she advances to round 2 as we take a look at the updated brackets. Rooker will face the winner of the next match between... Wait a second. Are you serious? Queensbury just came from behind and threw Abigail off of the turnbuckle as she's celebrating. Sour grapes and poor sportsmanship by the Duchess. She lost this match fair and square, and now she's taking out her frustrations here. And oh God, no. Queensbury just locked in an ankle lock on Rooker. And she is not letting up. Queensbury incensed that she lost and has been eliminated from this tournament. Now she's going to try to ruin it for Abigail here. A despicable display. I can't say I'm surprised considering it is who we're talking about here. The damage has already been done. We'll just have to wait and see just how much damage that has been done. As the EMTs now are escorting Abigail Rooker out of the ring so that we can begin the next match. As soon as we get any word on her condition, we will relay it to you folks. Queensbury already started things off on a sour note. But the show must go on. And that being said, we are set for our second match of the night.
This opening round contest is scheduled for 1 fall. Making her way to the ring from Hollywood, California, this is Vesper. Go!
And Vesper Gold most certainly knows her way around the spotlight, and she knows how to steal the show. Even though we don't really know exactly what her intentions are, at least in terms of the Diamond Division. We do know, however, her intentions here is to win and advance to the round of 8. ever confident, the gold-studded valet and associate of Magic, ready for action. And wait a second, the lights in the arena just completely went off, and now, what the hell? This video just popped up on the Titantron, and the entire crowd is suddenly at a hush here. These creepy dolls being wait, did that one's arm just move? I am officially creeped out right now. I have no idea what is the point and purpose of this video being shown, except maybe it's okay, the lights just kind of went back on, at least as far as the set is concerned, and what the hell is this?
And her opponents, from parts unknown, Dollface.
Suffice to say, we have never seen an individual like this before in the Diamond Division. And to say that I'm not officially befuddled would be an understatement. This woman is just out there, and she is just, I really don't have the words to explain this, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it takes a lot to put me at a loss of words, and that's exactly what it is that I make out of this situation here. Apparently this Dollface is a competitor in the tournament, and the referee's calling for the bell, and this match is going on. Vesper taking the offensive to start things off with that clothesline, and an elbow right to the forehead, followed by a falling elbow to the chest of this Dollface. We only had a name going into this tournament. I had absolutely no idea who it was, who this woman is, where she came from. But she is a competitor within this tournament. Don't know anything else about her aside from that. And aside from the fact that she is obviously an unhinged and aggressive individual. Foot to the face, now foot to the gut, and a second one stomping Vesper go right back down to the mat. And now Dollface with an Irish whip into the corner, knee slam and a clothesline to take Vesper down, and following up with a kick right to the small of the back. And this Dollface has been in complete control for quite some time. That was a deep and vicious DDT there. And now Dollface stomping a mud hole and walking it dry. And, well, quite frankly, ladies and gentlemen, in day one, I said that Natasha could have probably have been an odds-on favorite to win this. I also said Lorena was a favorite. At this present moment, Dollface could be on that list as well. I mean, how do you combat something like this? Is she even human? I have no idea, but I do know that Vesper Gold right now is in for the fight of her life. And she's going to have to throw everything in the repertoire at this woman. This being. if she wants to advance into the second round, if she wants to even survive. Quite frankly, I don't really see that happening. This Dollface is just too aggressive. Oh, and a spinning Uranagi. I'm told that that maneuver is one that she calls the marionettes. Well, whatever she calls it, she can call it whatever she wants. It works. It's doing the job. And right now, Dollface is just toying with her. I have a feeling right now she could put this match away at any given moment, but instead, she's just taking her time. And now look at Vesper Gold bouncing up and fighting back. Pure survival instincts right now on the part of Vesper Gold. And she has Dollface up in a fireman's carry. Oh, into a double knee gut buster. Now across the ropes with that front drop kick. I've not always been a fan of Vesper Gold and her attitude or tactics as she pulls that padding off of the turnbuckle and uses it as a weapon. But right now, she's got to do whatever it is that she can to put her opponent away. And a shimmering enchantress just might do it. Hooking the leg. 1, 2, and no. Even after all that, Dollface kicks out. But did she really feel any pain? The look on this woman's face has not changed 1 second throughout this entire match, whether she is doing the punishment or dealing it. This is a cold and callous and unorthodox individual that Vesper Gold finds herself in the ring against. And she has just ate a taste of her own medicine there. Just first into that exposed buckle. And now Dollface continuing the assault with a series of stomps. And a second barrage. Just showing no mercy or remorse. Which is necessary in an environment like this, a tournament like this. But in this specific case, I have not seen this much aggression on the part of one single competitor through this entire tournament thus far. Now what's she gonna do? Dollface putting Vesper Gold into that corner again, and now setting her up onto the top turnbuckle, and oh god, no. Referee, you cannot allow this to happen, no! My god. Vesper Gold may have been broken in half. Somebody needs to call this match off, damn it. As we look at this replay, do we really have to look at this a second time? Dollface superplexed Vesper Gold out onto the floor from the top turnbuckle. And she's not done. She isn't finished. You could pin her right now. This match is over. There is no point in inflicting any more punishment on this woman. Except for perhaps the fact that she just simply wants to do it out of pure pleasure. Mercifully, the punishment doesn't last long, as Dollface will advance to the round of 8. As we look at the replay here, Vesper Gold did everything she could to weather the storm, to try to put some form of damage on this being. I won't even call her a woman, because it is just absolutely inhuman what it is that we are about to witness right here. This Dollface, just simply put, tried to end Vesper Gold's career with that superplex. And then to add insult to injury, she uses this face buster to seal the deal. She could have, like I said, won after that superplex, but just simply put, wanted to prolong the pain and suffering. And look at this woman, just emotionless and almost entranced in the I really don't have anything to say about this. There is just no possible or probable way that I could describe what it is that we just saw. And oh, wait a second. Now what is she doing? Dollface just went out of the ring, reaches under the apron and grabs a steel chair. Oh God, no. Referee, why are you letting this happen? He's just standing by and watching this assault take place. Then again, I don't blame him. If he tried to stop her, she'd probably hit him too. And now Dollface, oh my God, a green mist. And a face buster. Another face buster right against that chair. Somebody get the EMTs back out here again. As we take a look at the updated brackets for round 1, day 2, Dollface advances. She will face Abigail Rooker, who the medics are already taking a look at after the blindside attack that she suffered after winning her match. Is Abigail going to be 100% going into the round of 8? Because considering who she's facing next, she'll need to be. Right about now, we switch gears to a match that is easily one of the most eagerly anticipated on the card. From the moment I saw that this match was on the card for round 1, I was all on board. Ladies and gentlemen, this match is a battle between two of the most respected academies in all of core wrestling.
This opening round contest is scheduled for 1 fall, and approaching the ring, representing Lion's Pride from Florence, Italy, this is Aurora. Cellini.
And Aurora Cellini, the Lioness, the self-proclaimed Queen of Sport, the only female in the Lion's Pride camp. And she believes that this right here is her moment to ascend to greatness within women's wrestling. Her opponent tonight will also be looking to make this tournament into her moment of ascension. She is, of course, a woman who has a tremendous upside and has been one of the most impressive superstars within the Diamond Division as of late.
Her opponent hails from Tokyo, Japan, and represents the Togo Dojo. This is the White Wolf, Suki, Nobu.
The 2016 Rookie of the Year for the Diamond Division, and she most certainly made a lasting impression upon the XWaniverse, and will look to continue those successful ways here tonight. But first, she's got to get through Aurora Cellini. And here tonight we have two more of the most complete female wrestlers in all of core wrestling. Shining examples of what the Diamond Division is all about. But this right here isn't all so much about the Diamond Division as it is for the honor and distinction of winning the Warfield Invitational as we get things going here and they lock up center of the ring. The living legend Larry Zbyszko often refers to professional wrestling as the game of human chess, and that would most certainly describe the caliber of talent that we have in the ring right now, as they just tied up to a stalemate and a little mutual show of respect there as they kind of felt each other out there in the early goings. But now Cellini hoisting Suki up, but wait a second, no, she counters out of it and into an amateur style takedown. It looked as if Cellini was going for a vertical suplex, but the quickness and agility of the White Wolf served her well in that exchange. Now we have a snapmare and Nobu applying a waist lock here, using her legs to apply pressure to the abdomen, try to suck some of the wind out of Aurora Cellini and slow her down. Certainly not a bad strategy. I would say that Nobu has the speed advantage to begin with. Any efforts to further press that advantage is just good strategy all around. And that's more than you can expect for a student of the Tokyo Tsunami. And there is something that you could expect from a student of the King of Sports, the Last Lion. Half Nelson suplex and follows up with a standard issue German suplex. With all due respect to America Weston, Aurora Cellini could most certainly have a challenge in the distinction of being a suplex queen. She's learned from the best after all. And now Cellini backing Nobu up with a series of left hands. The southpaw from Italy charging in with another hard shot. Lariat right in the corner. And now putting the boots to Suki Nobu and establishing her power advantage here with a gut-wrench suplex right off of the mat. And Aurora Cellini just getting warmed up, successfully slowing down Nobu's attack. But wait a second, Nobu with a counter jawbreaker into a combination, and then immediately follows up with the Russian leg sweep. And now Suki Nobu with a running leg drop back to the ropes and spins around with a reverse leg drop. Zero wasted motion by the White Wolf. And that is a signature of the Japanese style, the Puroresu style, which is always hard-hitting, exacting, precision attack. And we have most certainly seen some tremendous representation of the many different disciplines that is professional wrestling thus far within the Warfield Invitational. And right now we're witnessing signature Suki off of a series of combinations into the legendary Tsunami Rush, made famous by Tadako Togo. And wait a second. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Cellini bounces up and delivers the signature maneuver of her mentor, that battering ram headbutt. And now Aurora pulling another one out of Magnus von Schwartz's playbook. That combination headbutt to the stomach and then kick right to the small of the back. And now Cellini locking up the left arm, it looks like, of Suki Nobu.
applying pressure to the wrist, hyper-extending the shoulder, and applying pressure to that bicep as well. That will leave a serious burning sensation in the arm of Suki Nobu and could most certainly slow down some of those strikes of hers. And whoa! Are you serious right now? Nobu just flipped out of a half Nelson suplex into a front drop kick, follows up with a second drop kick. Wow. Holy smokes, is she fast? We have got to see that again on the action replay. Look at this incredible agility as Nobu flips over back to her feet and has the wherewithal to be able to run in with the drop kick to follow. As we get back into real-time action, Nobu will certainly be looking to capitalize on that overwhelming counterattack. And now, wait a second, no! It's Aurora who counters the counter. It looked as if Suki was going for a back suplex. Aurora counters into a plancha and now delivers the trifecta. The triple German. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And then try 2 more times after that. And now, Cellini with another signature. Fireman's carry and then digging the shin into the small of Nobu's back. And now, Aurora with another gut-wrench suplex. Much like Suki, wasting no time and no motion, with the exception here of missing that elbow or forearm from the second rope there. You cannot give Nobu the chance to regain her composure. She is just simply too fast. But wait a second. Aurora Cellini quickly dodging out of the way of that second leg drop. And let it be known that she has done her homework on her opponent. And that is typical strategy on the part of any of the members of Lion's Pride, to know the weaknesses and strengths of their opponents. But the same can be said about Nobu and the disciples of the Togo Dojo. These two schools, these disciplines are so similar, so cut from the same cloth. This was going to come down to who is more focused, who makes the fewest mistakes, and who can withstand the most punishment. And here comes some more being inflicted by Nobu. A second tsunami rush. And down goes Cellini after that series of strikes. And Nobu in control here, hoisting Cellini up and dropping her down with a Bulls Poseidon into a pin, but only a 2 count. That move made famous, of course, by the legendary Bull Nakano, as the White Wolf ascends to the heavens and crashes down on the Queen of Sport with a guillotine leg drop. Nobu hopping over the top turnbuckle again. And a second guillotine. Are you serious? Is she gonna go for 3? Suki Nobu climbing to the turnbuckle for a 3rd time, and no! This time, the 3rd time isn't the charm. And Aurora Cellini, after eating 2 guillotines, will for the 2nd time deliver 3 Germans in rapid succession. This tournament might be a tribute to a golden goddess, but these 2 women are made out of pure iron, forged in the fires of war. As Cellini delivers a Chimera Plex with a bridge. 1, 2. And no, Suki Nobu kicks out. And I think right there, Aurora Cellini might have been sending a message to America Weston. That being one of Weston's signature moves as well. But we want to talk about signature moves. How about a samurai suplex? Shades of Yoshi Togo. And Suki Nobu delivers the Amaterasu driver. But not going for a cover. Instead, she goes to the corner, creating some distance and setting up for the Wolf's Fang. Her version of a super kick for insurance here. But still, even still, only manages a count of 2. Like I said, the resolve of these women are of pure iron will. They know what's at stake. They know what they're fighting for. They are going to give and take everything in their power to ensure victory. And that was a modification of a superplex. Notice how Nobu stayed on the second rope as opposed to going to the top rope, giving her extra leverage on the takeover, driving Cellini back down onto the mat hard. And now some more insurance being applied. Right now the momentum completely in Suki Nobu's favor as she delivers an STO and another cover and another near fall. No matter what she pulls off, Aurora Cellini just doesn't seem to want to stay down. Backed into a corner again, and once again Suki Nobu goading her opponent on, but no, wait. It looks as if Cellini was the one who was playing possum this time. And now, this is the moment here that Aurora can reclaim some form of advantage. If she plays her cards right. She's got Nobu incapacitated. And delivers a hard vertical suplex of her own here. Now dragging the White Wolf to the center of the ring. And Aurora is in uncharted territory right now. Perched on the top turnbuckle. And delivers a diving elbow. And she's not done here. This could be a retaliation for the series of guillotine leg drops she suffered earlier on in the match. But no score on that shooting star press. And here comes Nobu again with the third tsunami rush of the night. And how many of these shots, how much of this punishment can Aurora Cellini withstand? She has most certainly taken a great deal so far. And she's going to take another Amaterasu driver. And now she's going to take another Wolf's Fang. Nobu, no wait, this time Cellini sidesteps. Cellini anticipating the attack and capitalizing on the sidestep and delivers another Chimeraplex combination. Right now Aurora is feeling it. She is on pure adrenaline. Aurora is sizing Nobu up, hoisting her on the shoulders and dropping her with the Lioness driver. And this one is over. And Cellini will advance to the round of 8 in a match that is more than what you would have expected from two of the stiffest women in professional wrestling as we take a look at the instant replay here. Some pretty effective maneuvers being inflicted on both sides. Have a look at this one right here. Amazing agility on the part of Nobu. Flipping out of that suplex and countering into a front drop kick. I still can't believe that one. But of course, you're never going to stop a suplexer from suplexing. As is evident there, one of many variations of a suplex being inflicted by the Queen of Sports. But the White Wolf fought to the bitter end. Ultimately, however, it was the Lioness Driver that sealed the deal for Aurora Cellini, who once again now is one step closer to reaching that goal that she has set upon herself to ascend to the top of the wrestling universe. Cellini in a very celebratory mood. She has every right to be. She most certainly earned her keep here tonight. And in doing so, becomes the 7th woman to advance to the round of 8. As we take a look at the updated brackets, Cellini prevails and will face off against the winner of the next match, the final match of round 1. Seven slots have been filled, and there's only one more left to go as we go down to the ring for the official introductions of our final match of round 1.
The following opening round contest is scheduled for one fall, and approaching the ring from San Diego, California, this is Rosa Toro.
And after some extensive tours down south of the border in Mexico, as well as the newly minted women's division of View Japan Pro Wrestling, Rosa Toro told me earlier that she is more than excited to have touched down once again here on U.S. soil and looks for this tournament to be a launching pad for her in the Diamond Division of the XWA.
And her opponent, from Santa Monica, California, this is Sierra Kane.
Her opponent, these fans are also very familiar with from her debut match on the XWA Live World Tour. The returning Sierra Kane, the only female graduate of the School of Hardcore, a banner that she wears proudly on her chest tonight, an academy that has spawned such progeny as Christian Phoenix, John Payne, Jason Jones, Double XL to name a few. Sierra will look to add her name to that illustrious list. But first she's got to get through Rosa Toro, who is most certainly not going to make it an easy task as she comes out firing with a hurricane run at the very start of the match. And now rolling into a powerbomb is Toro. And as you can probably tell, she is a specialist in the Lucha Libre style. We've already seen 2 luchadoras advance into the second round of this tournament in the form of Marisol Cardinal and La Reina. Can Rosa Toro make it 3 Latin sensations to stand victorious? Well, It looked as if she might have been on the way to doing that, but Sierra K, with a stiff snap kick, cuts Del Toro off at the pass and follows up with a series of stomps. And now, Sierra K showing off the educated feet with a series of kicks to the chest and then one right to the temple. Wow. That is serious impact, ladies and gentlemen. What more can you expect from a student of the school of hardcore? A student of the king, who claims that if there is anyone who is the rightful heir to the moniker of queen, it's her, as she goes for a pinfall after that stiff running knee slam, a technique out of the playbook of John Payne that he calls the new meta. And what the? Are you kidding? It looks like Del Toro was watching Suki Nobu's performance in the last match. She was flipped out of a German suplex and letting Sierra K know exactly what it is that she's dealing with, as now both ladies trading shots. And Rosa wins that exchange with a spinning drop kick and then drops the elbow to follow up. Rosa now with Sierra K back up onto her feet and takes her right back down with a spinning elbow. And now Del Toro, a little lackadaisical in the corner there. But Sierra K has come to fight, and she is letting her opponent know that. Oh, it delivers another roundhouse snap kick off of the jawbreaker counter. K knocking Del Toro into the corner. And another flurry of kicks. Nowhere to go at all. And we saw her do that against Abigail Rooker at the XWA Live World Tour. A flurry of side kicks, and then that running drop kick. And that puts Sierra K right back in control of this match. K now with an Irish whip hard into the turnbuckle as Rosa Del Toro crashes back onto the canvas. But has enough wherewithal to fight back. Jawbreaker and a Sobot kick right to the gut. And follows up with a running drop kick to the temple of Sierra K. Couple of California natives here. Santa Monica versus San Diego, fighting in DC like they're both from Brooklyn. Beautiful maneuver there by Del Toro. And now a Salida del Sol. But she's not done. Rosa Del Toro naturally heading to the top. And oh my goodness! 450 splash! And could that be it? No! It's moments like this that the action replay was made for. Look at the height. Look at the rotation on that 450 splash. And even as amazing as that was, Sierra K still kicked out. But now Rosa Del Toro on the follow. In the corner. And oh my goodness. A flying Insugiri right to the back of the head. But look at Sierra K absorbing a shot just to fire back at all. K delivers the KO. And now going to the second turnbuckle to follow up here with a flipping senton splash. And Sierra K right now feeding off of the energy of this crowd here in Washington, D.C. Irish whip now into the opposite corner. And Rosa ricochets back into the clutches of Sierra K, who follows up with a scoop slam. Kick to the gut now, and A bit of an arm lock variation here, twisting and driving that shoulder blade right into the canvas. But just like that, quick as a hiccup. Oh! Rosa del Toro with a quick counter into a rolling savant kick. And now it looks as if she's going to deliver that same maneuver on Sierra Kay, slamming the shoulder into the mat. Now a shot and another elbow to the temple of Kay before Irish whipping her into the corner. And now Rosa del Toro hoisting Kay onto that top turnbuckle. This is dangerous territory right here. And a wrist clutch right into a spider suplex. Prone position for a corkscrew moonsault. And Del Toro with the cover. But once again, only a count of 2 offers some amazing aerial acrobatic artistry. Del Toro still rolling along here. Shining Wizard pouring on the offense, doing everything she can to ensure victory here. And she goes for another cover. And once again, only a near fall. Just how much is it going to take to keep Sierra Kay down? One more trick up the sleeve here, but wait a second. Kay tried to mount some counter tactics, but Rosa del Toro one step ahead with an impromptu head scissor, but just like that, Sierra Kay now with an arm drag counter and a stiff European uppercut. And Rosa del Toro was knocked for a loop there. If she wasn't in that 4-piece of combinations, certainly did the trick. And now Kay with some aerial assault of her own in the form of a moonsault into a cover. And yet again, another near fall. I'm going to need a bottled water just to keep up with this action. And I'm sitting down. Sierra Kay now applying a rear naked choke. The hold is locked in. And smart strategy on the part of Kay, doing what she can to slow down the much faster and quicker and more agile opponent in Del Toro. All the while sucking some wind out of those lungs. But Del Toro fighting her way out of it. Stiff elbow, knocks Kay for a loop, and she follows up with a second one here. Del Toro grabbing Kay off of the ropes and tossing her down outside of the ring. And I think I know what she's got planned here. Oh my goodness! What the hell was that? And the chant of Fight Forever has filled the Verizon Center. And these two women could very well fight forever. But unfortunately, someone's got to lose. And that's a shame, considering the fact that these two ladies have been giving it everything they have and then some from the very opening bell. And that, once again, is testament to what is at stake here in this tournament. Springboard plancha to the spine of Sierra Kay as Rosa del Toro now stalks her prey once again. And oh, foot right to the face. And into another cover, hooking the leg. 2, and no. Just how much is left in the tank of Sierra Kay right now? That is the question that everyone in this arena is asking, because at this point she has been on the receiving end of a prodigious beating. And right now it continues as Rosa del Toro just overwhelmingly fast, using that quickness and agility to her advantage. And she's far from done here as she climbs to the top rope once again. And another 450 splash. No. Sierra K scouts it and sidesteps. And this could be what she needs. The opening. As she lays Rosa del Toro to rest. Cover. Count. And no. Del Toro kicks out at 2 3/4. But Sierra K immediately on the follow with another hard Irish whip. Rosa caroms off the turnbuckle and led back to her feet only to get dropped face first by the difference maker. A signature of the king himself. And could that mark the beginning of the end for Rosa del Toro? Capture suplex by Sierra K. And now, another scoop slam. Sierra K has, for lack of a better term, wrestled the momentum back into her favor as she delivers that Michinoku driver into a cover. But only another 2 count for her troubles. But she has certainly been wearing Rosa down with this offensive onslaught. And now it's Del Toro who finds herself in the precarious position of being prone on that top turnbuckle and at the mercy of her opponent Sierra K, who climbs all the way to the top, but no. Sears a shot to the kidneys. And Del Toro fights her way out. And third time is the charm for the 450 splash. This one was even farther after the first 2 attempts. But only another 2 count. Oh my goodness. Del Toro is going to have to kill Sierra K to defeat her. That's what it's going to come down to. Another foot to the face. And right now, Rosa del Toro is kind of in this state of limbo right now. Just trying to figure out something, anything, to put her opponent away. She's thrown everything at her. But Sierra K just refuses to stay down. Right now, Rosa del Toro is asking Sierra K to stand up. Second turnbuckle here, and wait a second. Whoa! Counters into a power bomb. That was probably going to be another Hurricane Rana or head scissor. That's not the first time we've seen that happen in this first round. And now Sierra K with the beatdown on Del Toro. And now rearing back it all. Drive-by kick right to the temple from outside of the ring. And another KO to follow up. K sizing her opponent up right now. Looking for the finish. Kick to the gut. And rolls into position for the K-Slay. Submission maneuver is locked in. And it does not look as if she has any plans on letting go. Rosa del Toro is in those deep waters right now, slowly sinking, and has no choice but to tap out. An explosive finish to round one of the Warfield Invitational as we take a look at the replay of what was yet another incredible matchup. Sierra K with high impact. Rosa del Toro with high risk and high flying. Look at that 450 splash. But through this entire match, Sierra K weathering the storm, absorbing the punishment. Check out this tornado DDT, a suicide version. But in the end, Sierra clips the wings of the high-flying Del Toro and grounds her with the K-Slay for the submission victory. And Sierra K can breathe easy now. She can celebrate, but albeit for a short period of time, considering the fact that who it is that she will be facing in the round of 8 as we take a look at the updated bracket. It will be Lion's Pride versus the School of Hardcore when Aurora Cellini faces off against Sierra K. On top of that, I've just received word that Abigail Rooker will be competing in the round of 8 despite falling victim to that blindside assault earlier. She will face the unorthodox, the eerie Dollface. So the round of 8 is now official. America Weston, Marisol Cardinal, Lorena, Natasha, Abigail Rooker, Dollface, Aurora Cellini, and Sierra K. 16 came, 8 emerged, and only 4 will move on to the final 4 and one step closer to the Invitational Championship trophy. We will see you at the round of 8 of the 2017 Warfield Invitational. Until then, this is 3X signing off from Washington, D.C.